Welcome to this session of Product Design and Value Engineering. In today's session, we'll discuss about different types of product development process. Now we have already discussed generic product development process or a typical product development process. And you are familiar with the steps of this generic or typical product development process. It starts with planning, then we develop a concept, then we go for system level design, then we go for detailed design, then we do some prototype building on model simulation. After that we do the testing of prototype or model, and then we do necessary revision and improvement, and we go for production. This is what a generic product development process will look like. But can we apply this generic product development process for all the available products? Does one size fit all? No, one size cannot fit all. We need to have tailor-made product development process for different types of products for different scenarios. And we know that there are many types of products. We already have discussed different types of products. There can be market pull products, there can be technology push products, there can be process intensive products, there can be customized products, or there can be complex products. And all these require some variation, some changes in the approach of product development process. Also, how all these different types of products can adapt the generic product development process. This is what we are going to discuss in this session. First of all, let us see what market pull products will look like when we apply our generic product development process for market pull products. For market pull products, as we already have discussed, are the products which are demanded by the customers itself. So these market pull products are demanded by customers. So there is certainly demand of these products in the market. We remembered about that market pull products are demanded by the customers, so there is already demand of the products in the market. First we start with the planning. After planning, we evaluate the existing concepts, because if the customers are demanding those products, chances are there that there will be similar products already available. Then, after evaluating the existing concepts, we see that if there is any scope of improvements in the product, if we can work out some alternates of the given concept. After that, we select appropriate concepts which we feel like, okay, this is what we can achieve. Then the selection of concept, we follow the generic product development process, which is system level design, detailed design. We can build prototype or model, and then we can test this model or prototype, and after that we go for production. If during prototyping and simulation model testing we feel like there is chances of improvement, then we go for revision and improvements, then we again go on to system level design and repeat the cycle. If the product that customers are demanding is already not available in the market, or we want to introduce some new product, then what we will do is we'll do a concept development process, which we already have discussed in our previous lectures. So after planning, instead of evaluating existing concepts, we go for entire new concept development process, and after that the cycle will be same. So this is how market pull product development cycle will look like. If we talk about the product development cycle of technology push products, then remember that technology push products are those products which the organization is pushing in the market in front of customers to try them out. If there is a technology available and the organization or company thinks that I can make a product out of this technology and it will help customer in some way, or customer will buy this, and I can sell that in the market. So those products are known as technology pushed products. But customers have never tried those products and they are not demanding it also. So you have to make sure that your product is accepted by the customer. And this can be ensured by adding an extra step in the product development process. What that extra step is? That extra step is field trials. So after planning and concept development and system level design, detailed design, and after testing, all this will be same. But after that, we are adding another step, which is field trial and customer review. So your product will be tested in the field. You have to give some prototypes or product to customers to say that okay, this is my product, please try it and give me some reviews. If customer is satisfied with it, then you can go ahead with production. If customer gives some feedback and says that if I want some improvement in your product, then you can go for revision and improvements, and you can again start with system level design. So the change in market to push product, pull products and technology push products is only here the field trial and customer review, which need not to be done in market pull product because customers are already demanding those products. So customer wants that. But here we want to make sure that we have built something that customer actually wants. So this is what a technology pushed products product development cycle look like. After that, if you are thinking about a process intensive product, then what is the process intensive product? It is process intensive products are the products which requires processes rather than some physical or we can say some mechanical components. So here we are not doing machines on the product, we are doing some processes on the product. For example, pharmaceutical drugs, those are process intensive product. We are not doing mechanical operations like turning or cutting, etc. But instead what we are doing is we are doing some processes like heating them, drying them, etc. Some chemical reactions, etc. So these are very different from the mechanical or hardware products. So how the process intensive product development process will go? It will, as usual, start with planning. Then we evaluate different existing concepts. Then we select alternate processes. Instead of alternate concepts, we select processes to manufacture the product. Then we select appropriate process. Then we do some laboratory testing because these products are chemical based products. So laboratory testing should be there. After laboratory trials, we have to go to field trials because as those are chemical products, there will always be risk of something going off very badly. So we have to make sure that our product is safe. So we go for field trial and then we go for production. If in between somewhere we feel like we need to do some revision, then we again go for laboratory trials. So this is what a process intensive product life cycle will look like. If our product is entirely new, for example, you are developing entire new kind of drugs, then there will not be any existing concepts there. So you have to go through the concept development process itself. This is how a process intensive product development process will look like. After that, let us discuss how customized product development cycle will differ from generic product development cycle. Now remember that customized products are not produced in mass. Volume of customized products will be 1 or 2 only. So we do not want to invest way more amount of time in customized products product development cycle, because it will not be worth the effort to invest 5 or 6 years of time just to develop a product which we want to build only one time. So customized product development cycle will be very quick, and we want to minimize the steps that are required there. So instead of doing much research and development, we want to make sure that our product is functional enough. We are not optimizing everything in customized products. So it will start with planning, as all other products starts with. After the planning, what we'll do is we'll go for evaluation of desired changes, because customized products will normally have some product base, and customer will say that I want to make certain changes in these products. So we'll evaluate if those changes are feasible or not, or do we have to make some extra arrangement to make sure that those changes are done. After that, we design our modification. We make sure that we have gone through each and every modifications that we need to do, and we make sure that the modifications that we are suggesting are feasible and those are not any safety hazards. After those modifications, detailed design is finalized, we can go for prototype building or model simulations. But as we are trying to minimize our time, we will not go in very detail in this prototype building and model simulation. If we are talking about customized product, we will just do the minimum requirement of making sure that the design is safe enough, and over the time the experience will taught us that. And after that, we can test our product. We directly build the product and we can test the product. And after the testing is done, we can produce the desired customized product. Here, prototype building and model simulation just means that the functionality of product is achieved. The mechanism works properly, the kinematics are correct, and all that. We are not going deeply into the FAs and various types of optimization of strength analysis, and those will not be considered here. We are just making sure that our customized products is functional enough. That's it. So customized products life cycle is very different from other products life cycle, because it is minimal, and that's how it should be. If we talk about complex products, then complex products are the products which will have multiple systems, multiple subsystems involved in it, and it will have a very big product. So we cannot develop the entire product in a single go. So what we have to do is we have to part our product in different systems. So we start with planning as usual, then we do some concept development, then we do some system level design. But notice that with the concept development and system level design, there is approvals there. So after planning, we need a mission approval, because if we are designing complex products, we are dealing with large amount of cost, large product, large amount of development cost, and large amount of manufacturing cost. So we need to make sure that the higher management is with us in every steps of this product development cycle, and we have to make sure we have to be extra careful that we are not making any mistakes, because modifications in complex products will be very costly as compared to other products. After the concept is developed, we send the concept to review. So that process is known as concept review. we make sure that what concept we have developed is correct and there is not any misalignment between the concept that we have developed and the product that customer needed. After that, we go for a system level design and then we go for a system review. So after we finalize the system level design, what we'll do is we'll again send back our design to review to make sure that what we have designed and what the product needed is in sync. There is not any mismatch of parameters. After that, we divide our system into different subsystems. For example, if you talk about design of aeroplane, then you design a system level design of aeroplane which will have multiple systems. Then in the detailed design phase, you separate those systems. You separate aviation control system, you separate air conditioning and monitoring system, you separate engine control system, you separate the passenger passes systems, you separate the cargo loading systems. All these will be separated, and those systems will be designed and tested in a by separate teams. And after all these designs are done, we integrate and test the entire design. And after the entire design is done, after entire design is tested, then we validate and ramp up the production. We go for production approval and we start producing the product. This is what a complex product design will look like. It is a very complex process. Here, the simple diagram shown is a very much simplified form of the complex product development processes. Overview, we can say it is an overview of the complex product development process. But it will be a very complex product. But if you understand this, you have some basic idea of how the complex products will be designed and how it will differ, because we have to make sure that we are in sync with the design development team and we are in sync with the customer's demand. So we are trying to review and double check that we are going on right track after every steps of the product. So that's why we are reviewing or asking for approvals after every major step of the product. Okay, that will be all for these sessions. Thank you.